few moments to drop into this space. The eyes softly closed. Muscles of the face relax. Feel that sense of softening transfer into the jaw, the neck. Sensation as though the shoulders are melting away from the ears. Feel that softness transferring down into the torso. Softness in the muscles, yet the spine is still easily tall. Your next exhale, a sense of the weight of the upper body just nestling down into the foundation, the seat of your pose. As we find a little more steadiness, a little more stillness. As the sound begins to fade, just allow the preoccupations of the mind, the thoughts, to begin to settle. Drawing yourself easily into the present moment. Draw your awareness into the hands, perhaps noticing the sensation of the palms touching the knees. Noticing each finger and thumb. With your next inhale, gently floating the hands up off the knees, draw the hands to the heart space. Anjali Mudra, fingers and palms lightly touch. We join together to recite Om 3 times. Let's take an inhale. Om. Restorative, the practice of restorative yoga is a slow and mindful practice where the body finds support with a variation of props that we may use in our practice today, aiding the body to slowly release and let go, just gently as it feels safe and supported in an environment, to let that accumulated tension, tightness within body and mind just slowly dissipate. So today's class, I invite you to go gently. We'll be basically on the floor for this practice, and we'll begin with just a gentle breath practice that we'll incorporate as we go through our poses today. So again, finding that nice comfortable seated position. If you've been sitting with the legs crossed for a little while here, you might even like to change the cross of your legs and just feel the response in the hips here. And we're going to turn our palms up towards the spine. And we're simply going to, this is called finger sliding, this practice. So we're going to bring the right thumb to the base of the index finger, and as we inhale, slide it to the tip. And exhale, slide it back to the base. Next inhale, just moving to the middle finger, sliding to the tip as we inhale. Exhale, bring the thumb back to the base. Moving to the ring finger. Inhale to the tip of the finger. And exhale to the base. Next inhale, moving across to the pinky finger. And exhale, back to the base. And let's come back through the fingers, shifting back to the ring finger. Inhale to the tip of the finger. And exhale back. Moving to the middle finger. And coming back. And then the index finger. Back down. Let's try that over on the left hand here, bringing the left finger to the base of the index, left thumb, sorry, to the base of the index finger. And again, with your breath, just mindfully feeling that connection between body and breath as the finger slides all the way up and down. Moving across the middle finger to the ring finger at your own pace here. Resist the temptation to rush. Allow the breath to be slow and steady. Reach the pinky finger, just making your way back through the fingers, coming to the ring finger. Middle finger. And the index finger. Just pausing for a moment there. Noticing any shift, any change. Let's come through and do both hands together. Positioning the thumb, just moving at your own pace. Sliding the fingers up to the tip of the index or the thumb to the tip of the index finger and back. Middle finger and back. Ring finger. Pinky finger. Moving back to the ring finger. Making your way slowly back, middle finger. The index finger. Relax the hands, allow the fingers to softly curl. Just notice as we shift a little deeper into the stillness. Go gently with this practice. No expectation, no judgment. Allow everything to be as it is meant to be in this moment. Gently begin to open the eyes. Take an inhale here. Sweep the arms out to the side. Lift the gaze to the thumbs. And exhale, hands to the heart space. Let's begin to set ourselves up for our first pose. So coming down to the floor, if you are seated in a chair, we're going to place our block towards the top of our mat. Our bolster is going to lay across our block, so we're creating what I like to call our yogic lounge. And depending on the size of your bolster or the blanket or whatever you're using today, that might be comfortable for you. But if it is quite a large bolster, you may find that the lower back may have a little bit of a tilt to it, which may be uncomfortable. So you can always take a blanket, place that at the base of your bolster to reduce the angle. So make sure that the spine feels very supported here. And we're going to take the knees out to the side, soles of feet together. So Supta Baddha Konasana here. Making sure that you are completely comfortable. There are two blocks at the top of your mat there, so if you prefer to take a block, you're using one of your blocks under your bolster. I was going to say pop them under your knees, but you don't have quite enough. So if you do feel a little tight here through the hips, you can always lift the knees back up and straighten the legs if that's preferable for you today. So hands by your sides, palms facing down. Just for a moment here. Take a nice smooth inhale. Open the mouth, sigh the breath out. Feel the body sink into the supports. And perhaps doing that once or twice again. Breathing in and sighing out. With your next inhale, let's lift the hands to interlace the fingers, just bringing the hands above the chest, and then turn the fingers away so your palms are facing up towards the sky, hands straight up in front of the chest here. Just pausing for a moment. Allow the shoulders to sink back, so it's almost as though the arms are sinking back in the sockets for a moment here. And take an inhale, and let's reach the arms overhead. So you'll feel that nice extension here through the spine, through the side body. Again, if this feels a little strong, simply bend the elbows and bring the fingertips towards the crown of the head. So arms can stay extended, or bend the elbows, inviting the fingertips towards the head. Slow, steady inhale here. Feel that expansion through the side ribs. And as you open the mouth, sigh the breath out. Feel that relaxation, that softening, perhaps here through the side body, even up through the armpits, the arms. Let's take an inhale. And this time as we exhale, slowly release the hands down by your sides. Soften the arms, soften the shoulders. With your next inhale, reach the hands up once again. Can you interlace your fingers the opposite way? So your other little finger should be on the bottom. And once again, turn the palms up so they're facing towards the sky, reaching the arms up in front of the shoulders. Allow the arms to drop back into the sockets for a moment here. With your next inhale, extend the arms overhead, appreciating that sensation of lengthening. The arms can stay outstretched or bend the elbows and the fingertips towards the crown of the head if you wish. Take a smooth, deep inhale here. Open the mouth side out, soften. Inhale, lift the arms skyward. And as you exhale, gently release the fingers. Bring the hands beside you, and this time the palms facing up. And we'll come through that beautiful finger sliding breath here. Bring both of your thumbs to the base of your index finger. And just for 4 breaths. So along the 4 fingers, just inhale to slide to the tip and exhale back to the base. And go gently with the breath. Slow and steady. When you finish those 4 breaths, just releasing the hands to be soft, the fingers curling. Let's separate the feet a little here. If the knees are out to the side, just keep the feet a little apart. So you're drawing the soles of the feet apart. The knees are still out to the side. And very gently, leaving your left knee where it is, just draw the right knee towards the ceiling as you inhale. And as you exhale, let that right knee drop and allow the left knee to lift towards the ceiling. So you're basically just rocking the legs from side to side. Nice and gently here as we begin to introduce some slow movement. And then being mindful of your props, that which supports you underneath the body. We'll slowly roll over to our right side the next time that you get there. And take the hands to your side, support yourself as you come upright. Just take your time, stay connected with that sense of present awareness. Leaving our prop where it is, we're going to bring our right hip towards the edge of your bolster or blanket, whatever you might be using in your practice. So your legs might just be crossing over a little here, perhaps the toes tucking in of the right foot towards the left. And the hands either side of your bolster. Chest is turning a little towards your support. You take an inhale here and exhale. Sliding down, the chest taking support on your bolster and coming onto the right cheek. So the face is gazing in the same direction as your knees. If you feel you'd like a little more rotation through the spine, particularly through the cervical spine, the upper neck, and then we just take the gaze in the opposite direction to the knees. Just making sure that that's comfortable for your neck. And here, Bringing the palms towards the earth to begin, forearms resting down. Just be aware of where the shoulders are here. Are they bunching up towards the ears, toward the neck? Can we consciously draw the shoulder blades back down the body, lightly drawing the shoulders away from the ears, giving them permission to soften? And then turn the palms up, the palms facing the sky. When you're ready, coming through those beautiful 4 breaths as you slide the fingers, or the thumb along the fingers here. Giving the body time to soften and release. And when you've finished those 4 breaths, just allow the hands to soften, the fingers to gently curl in. Notice perhaps if the mind has begun to wander. Gently just guide it back to this present moment. Perhaps noticing the sensations in the body, and tuning in to feel the breath. Go gently. No need to admonish ourselves if we get caught up in the vortex of thought. Just acknowledge and come back to this present space. And gently turning the palms down towards the earth. Begin to walk the hands back towards the body. And take the gaze towards the floor as you lift, just releasing the neck. And just slowly just roll over to the other side. Just taking your knees now to the left. That left hip nicely supported against the bolster, the fingertips either side of your support. The chest beginning to face the direction of your support. We take an inhale and exhale. Slowly make your way down and find that comfortable position for the head, the gaze facing the knees. If it's comfortable for you, take the gaze in the opposite direction. Just extending that rotation into the neck. The palms are facing down to begin. Feel the connection of the forearms with the mat. And then take your awareness to the shoulders. Are they drawing in towards the ears, towards the neck? Let's create some space and draw the shoulder blades back. Softening through the upper back, length in the neck, softness in the face. And then gently roll the palms open. And when it feels right for you, come to slide the thumb along the fingers. 4 breaths here. Taking your time, allowing the hand to relax, We've finished those 4 conscious breaths. And slowly turning the palms down towards the earth. Begin to walk the hands back to the body. Lightly drawing the gaze back down towards the earth to soften the neck. Let's come to all fours. If there's any sensitivity in the knees today, keep your blanket perhaps under your knees. Keep your prop where it is at the moment. We're simply going to come into some gentle cat-cow here. So the hands are under the shoulders, the knees are under your hips. When you're ready, with the breath, taking the gaze forward, the sit bones lift, the belly softens as we inhale. And exhale, gently reversing that movement. Just taking your time, as though you can feel the movement of each vertebra here as you begin to mobilise, lubricating the spine. Each segment of the spine, all the way from the base, through to the neck, the base of the skull, finding that sense of spaciousness and ease. As if we're oiling each segment. Just notice the sensations in the back, the belly, the side ribs, the support of the palms on the earth. And the gentle tide of your breath. Next time that you gently come forward, it's releasing to a neutral position. The gaze comes down to the floor. The back just finds that middle space, that middle path between extension and flexion. And let's walk a little forward here. So we're bringing our knees either side of our prop. Coming into child's pose, supported balasana. Just again releasing the chest down to your support. If you need a little more height, perhaps take an extra pillow or a blanket, whatever you may even have at home. Just align your arms beside the bolster here, palms facing down to begin. Again, the awareness in the forearms, and then soften into the shoulders. Allow them to melt away from the ears. A little length in the neck. And as you feel that softening occur within the shoulders, the upper back, the neck, and slowly turn the palms up. And once again, returning to those 4 gentle breaths, sliding the thumb along the length of each finger. Softening the hand when you've finished your cycle. And gently turning your head in the other direction. Just be gentle with the neck. Softening into the shoulders, the upper back. And Again, just tracing the thumb along the 4 fingers here, just for 4 breaths. And the index finger just through to the pinky. Allowing the hand to soften as you finish your 4 breaths. With your next inhale, just gently turn the palms down towards the earth. Lift the head a little here. Return the gaze back to centre and walk the hands back towards your body. We're going to come to sit down on our bottom. Now you might like to, where you are on your mat, go lengthways. We're going to come into a lovely little position here for a lateral bend. So you can keep your block under your bolster. We're going to slide the bolster to be in line with your left leg, say. Let's start with that one. If you prefer to take your block out from underneath your bolster, you can do that. So the right sole of foot comes towards your inner groin, or that can always stay out straight if you prefer to have that leg straight. We're going to place the hand onto our bolster. So the bolster is just aligned behind your leg. So have the leg in front of your bolster and just line your bolster behind your leg, your left leg. So just take that bolster to the outside of your left leg. And you're facing the long edge of your mat if you're still sitting on your mat. That's it. Right fingertips beside the body here. And take an inhale. And as we exhale, slide your hand along your bolster, coming onto your forearm. Right arm comes overhead. So feeling that nice extension through the right side of body. Let the left shoulder drop away from the left ear. Inhale, bring the right fingertips back towards the floor. So we're coming into a side bend. We're not coming forward, we're coming sideways. So facing the long edge of your mat, and we're sliding towards the left side of the body. That's it. Just doing that one more time with your breath. As we inhale, the left hand slides along. Find support for the forearm on your bolster. Right fingertips reaching overhead. And finding a comfortable position here. And with the right fingertips, those 4 breaths, just tracing the thumb along the fingers. So the left hand should be supported on your bolster. Finish those 4 breaths, just softening. Inhale, release the right fingertips back towards the floor. Soften the shoulders, lengthen your spine. Take your fingertips underneath your left knee, draw that knee up, and extend your right leg out to the side. Just coming over to the other side. And take your bolster to align to the outside of your right leg. Of course, the legs can be as wide or as narrow as you like. If you need the left leg to stay long, take that option as well. Nice length in the spine, right hand now supported on your bolster. The bolster is along the length of your right leg. Left fingertips out to the side. As we inhale, lift the left fingertips. Slide your right hand along your bolster, just to the position where you feel supported. So the forearm coming to find that nice position on your bolster. Your arm doesn't have to be too far overhead. And just doing that a couple of times here, moving mindfully with your breath. Release the left fingers back to the floor as you exhale. Inhale, we slide the hand along the bolster. And exhale, just as if you're moving with a gentle tide. This time as we inhale, we find that comfortable position. To hold, not too deep. And then the thumb coming to the base of the index finger. And slowly coming through those 4 breaths. As we slide the thumb on the length of each finger. Relaxing the left hand when you've finished those 4 breaths. Just take an inhale here. The left fingertips begin to lift towards the sky. And take the left fingertips beside you here. Returning to an upright position, lengthen the spine. Take the right fingertips underneath your right knee. Lift the right knee. And perhaps even just for a moment coming to a cross-legged position if that's comfortable for you, or you might even like to take the legs out long. Length in the spine, feel as though the crown of the head is lifting towards the sky. And let's take 3 breaths here. A soft, gentle inhale. Exhale to the heart space. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale to heart. One more. Gently begin to move on your mat. We're going to take our bolster and the block off to the side. We're going to grab our blanket for our next pose here. And see if you can make a nice long rectangle. So the blanket that you have there, just fold it out once. And let's roll the blanket up here. Now some of us may prefer not to use the blanket today because we're going to place it under the sacrum. So if you prefer not to use the blanket, just come flat. And keep that beside you here. We're going to make our way onto our back. And keeping the knees bent, the soles of feet on the floor. We're going to press down into the feet. Lift your pelvis so you can slide your blanket underneath your sacrum, so the flat part here of your pelvis. And keep the feet on the floor to begin. It's a nice, gentle, supported bridge pose. So the hips a little bit higher than the heart. And the shoulders feeling the support here as they take the weight of the body. The hands beside you, perhaps the palms turning up towards the sky. And as you feel the body here soften into the safety and support of your props, let's bring your awareness to your hands, to your fingers. And come back into those 4 conscious breaths. As we move the thumb along the length of the fingers. those 4 cycles of breath. Relax the hands, relax the fingers. And keeping your left knee bent, extend your right leg long, allowing the right heel to anchor towards the earth. Some brightness through those right toes here, just lightly drawing them back towards the shin. And staying in that position if that feels 100% comfortable for you today. You might even like to perhaps draw the left knee towards the chest, just gently clasping the fingers around the outside of the knee. Allowing the weight of the body to continue to melt into the support beneath you. Feeling 100% comfortable, you may like to remain there. Or perhaps even extending the left leg up towards the sky. And perhaps the fingers interlace behind your left thigh. Brightness through both feet here. Gently pressing out through the heel. Too strong, just allow the legs to be a little active, but yet soft, gentle in this space. If the left leg is extended, slowly begin to bend the knee towards the chest. And then lower that left foot to the floor, hands by your sides, bend your right knee and place the right foot on the floor. Keeping the right knee bent now, slowly slide your left leg down the mat. The heel gently anchoring on the earth, the toes lightly bright. Staying here. If it feels comfortable for you to begin to bring the right knee towards the chest as you inhale. Gently clasp the fingers around the knee for a little support. Allow each exhale to soften the body, release the tissues, the tightness. Go gently with your expectation. Feel the level which best suits your practice today. So remaining with the knee at the chest. If it's available for you and it feels good in your body, extend the right leg towards the sky, supporting the back of the thigh with the fingers. Toes lightly bright. Gentle with the movement, gentle with the body. And also gentle with the thoughts. Notice if there is any judgment coming in. And let that go. Just be exactly where you are, as it is meant to be today. The right leg is extended. We gently begin to bend the knee. Take the hands by your side. Place the right sole foot to the floor. Bend the left knee. Left sole foot to floor. And then walk your feet towards each other. Coming into Baddha Konasana once again, so the soles of feet together. The knees out to the side. The sacrum this time supported. Let's take a moment or two here. Allow the hips to open, the inner thighs to find some space. Perhaps tuck the chin a little towards the throat, lengthen through the back of the neck, feel the shoulders moving away from the ears, and the weight of the back of the skull settling towards the earth. Slowly begin to walk your hands to the outside of your thighs. Assist the legs to draw the knees together. And walk the feet a little away from each other once again, so they're about hip distance apart. You're going to lightly press down into the feet, lift your sacrum a little and slide your blanket down past your buttocks towards your feet. And then once again, coming into Supta Baddha Konasana, place your feet on your blanket, knees out to the side, arms beside the body. The feet are supported here on your blanket if that's comfortable. If not, then just slide the blanket a little further down. Turn the palms up towards the sky. Invite the thumb to the base of the index finger. And 4 conscious breaths here. Sliding the thumb, the length of each finger. Be present with that sensation of touch. Consciously connected with the flow of your breath. If you are 100% comfortable here, I'd like to remain here for your deeper relaxation, for your Shavasana. You might like to lengthen the legs long down your mat and just allow the blanket to support the knees. If you need to place something a little warmer over your body, please take a moment to do that. If you have an eye pillow handy, take a moment to place that eye pillow across the eyes. Make any small adjustments you may need in the next few moments to be completely comfortable. To encourage the body to be motionless and still. And take the awareness to your hands. And for one last round here. Tracing the thumb along each finger, slow, mindful breaths. falling back into the natural flow of your breath. Perhaps the sensation of the body softening a little deeper into the support beneath you. Each area of the body going gently as it surrenders any final holding patterns or resistance. Just gently take a moment to allow your awareness to scan throughout your body. And pausing in any area where you feel some tightness or where tension remains. And gently invite the breath into that area of the body. Imagining fresh, clean prana energy drawing into that space, cleansing, releasing, relaxing as you exhale. Dissolve any holding. Let go of any stale energy. Now the body and the muscles to restore, to renew. For the next few moments, just continue to lightly scan throughout your being, just noticing any areas of holding. Engage with the breath. Go gently as you release. Find space. Let go. As you give this permission to your body to let go of the final vestiges of any tightness, any holding, allow the same sensation, give the same permission to the mind to go gently, release any unhelpful thoughts. In that space of the mind, as the unhelpful thoughts dissipate, see that space as a fertile landscape for beauty, for positive thoughts. Perhaps flowers may begin to blossom in that space. Or just as we regularly require to weed the garden, growths within that space. And allow the plants, the flowers, the shrubs and trees to grow fruitfully without restriction. So too, we need to regularly weed the mind. Fertile soil for beauty and positivity to expand and grow. And perhaps in that space of your mind, a beautiful landscape now flourishes with colour. Plants of all varieties. And perhaps this lush landscape even inviting birds and other creatures. In this space, see life flourish. So slowly. And to feel the body, breath. Slowly becoming aware of the sounds around you. And as your awareness returns, invite some gentle movement into the body. Go gently as you navigate what you need. A deep breath or a stretch. Staying attuned, staying present, being aware. taking your time, begin to make your way over to one side. Just pausing for a moment there. And final moments to integrate your practice as we gently return to our day. As it feels right for you, that same sense of connectedness, that same sense of present awareness. Go gently as you draw yourself up to a comfortable seat. Invite the hands to the heart space, Angelique. Perhaps the head bows a little toward the hands. As we seal in our practice, chanting Om Shanti, our mantra of peace. Let's take an inhale together. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May the wisdom of our thinking minds meet with the wisdom of our spiritual hearts and guide us in wise and loving word, thought and action. In a world of loving awareness, freedom and speech. And go gently as you make your way back into your day today, yogis. From my heart to yours, thank you for sharing this practice. Namaste.